All right, cool. So welcome guys to our new podcast. I'm here with Novritsch and Fabi. My name is Silo, if you didn't know already. But yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So this is our new podcast. It's more about personal stuff, less about Airsoft. We could talk about Airsoft too. What I'm like curious about is what is you guys' favorite video that you've ever uploaded? Like obviously Fabi's channel is very new, but I guess the older one from Novritsch one. Like which ones are your personal favorites and why?
I want Fabi to start this topic. It's gonna be hilarious. Fabi, what's your favorite video on your channel?
That's hard to tell, actually.
No, all of them are so good.
No. If we talk about all my uploads, also on your channel, I guess it's the first one, the really first one where I played with your camcorder, the L96 and the MK23. And
that's so true, yeah.
Is that the one where you shot that dude from like underground and he didn't know he was shot at?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you have this grenade kill where you toss it into the middle of the crowd. It's
yeah. And it was so fancy because Christoph walked over that day and asked me about if I want to take his cameras, and I was so fucking nervous to do good.
So much pressure.
Yeah.
Oh. How did that happen? Like.
Well, I did the Nerf versus Airsoft thing, so I only needed a head cam, so I had the scope cam.
Okay.
You know, just sitting around, and I was like, whatever, let's just strap it onto Fabi's gun because he's a good player. Let's see if other people can make videos too. And surprise, like, worked completely.
But did Fabi have like a separate head cam for himself? Because you need your own head cam, obviously.
Yeah, I had back in the day I had my own GoPro.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess the selfie cam was also from Christoph.
Oh yeah, I think we borrowed it from Magnus, like every time.
Oh yeah.
Because Magnus was already making videos back then as well.
Yeah, he was recording videos, not necessarily making videos.
He's like it's kind of weird. Like Magnus Edge is a friend of ours who also plays at the urban area where basically like the Novritsch and Fabi field, and he always has his camera set up like a scope cam, head cam, selfie cam, everything. But we never see any videos from him. Like we're just like wondering, what does he do with all this footage?
But there's so many people like this. Most people just wear the cameras, I guess. So if something really funny or really stupid happens, that they edit. But they're not necessarily editing a video out of every game like we do it.
Yeah, but like, do you also see people with like the 3 camera setup that we use that don't use their footage?
Oh, that's kind of rare, yeah.
Because I see a bunch of people with head cams, obviously, but
yeah.
It's like, what does Magnus do then? It's still a mystery.
I don't know. Maybe he's just carrying the zoom cam on his gun so that people don't cheat. That could be a reason.
I guess. So he walks up to them like after the game's like, "You fucking cheated here, man."
Yeah, but do you think a scope cam means that people don't cheat?
No.
More?
No, I think that's for sure. I mean, maybe the scope cam is not enough, but I'm sure it's. I don't know how it is in the Netherlands for you, Salo, but I know if like Fabi and me go to the field, people recognize us and they know that what we're shooting will be on YouTube. So maybe not necessarily the scope cam or the zoom cam. It's more the combination of the scope cam and a channel that like releases every single gameplay.
Yeah, but you guys have been playing Airsoft like way before you even started recording. So you guys know more of the difference. Yeah. Like when I started playing Airsoft, I fucking put cameras on it straight away, so I don't even know the difference anymore.
Yeah, it's different when you... I guess when you don't have cameras, you play more chilled. Cameras put a little bit of pressure on you.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
Yeah, especially if you edit the videos then. Because if you edit the videos and you were just sitting around, while editing the videos, you kind of like... Come on, man, do something. I have to watch this shit for 5 hours straight. Do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it brings you in cool situations. Because when I sit behind the cover, I think, oh shit, I need to do something cool. I haven't done something cool the last 10 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Is that why? Because like the first time you got the cameras from Novritsch, you're pretty nervous about the recording stuff, right? You're like, I gotta do some cool shit now.
Yeah,
but like you were also like jumping through those Christmas stalls, like most people don't know this, but those wooden little huts on the field in Austria are like made from they're from a Christmas event sort of thing, right? Christmas market.
Yeah, exactly.
you were jumping through those and your fucking head cam was falling off your head. I think it was great.
Yeah.
I love that.
But
video.
I guess everybody has a different approach. So if we're just sitting around and there is nothing happening, we kind of feel like, okay, we gotta do something cool. But then there's people like House Gamer who are like, okay, nothing is happening, let me tell a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it's just us, since we're trying to make the gameplays as fast paced as possible.
Yeah. It's cool that he does something different.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, dude. But it's cool. That's cool that House Gamer does something different. You know, like there's a lot of people who do the Airsoft YouTubing thing now, but I think he does like have a unique style to it. So I like that.
Yeah, true.
That's very cool.
Yeah, but I think to get big, you need to be something unique.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you wait, let me try this. If you type in sniper gameplay into YouTube and then you sort by most recent, I think it's like every 3 hours or something like this.
Oh really?
YouTube
I never tried it actually.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to see that now.
Airsoft sniper gameplay.
No way.
Well, yeah.
But they're all like, they look kind of potatoey, or they look kind of alright.
They're pretty decent actually. Wait, you will be surprised how good some of those small channels, like how good the content is.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, it's really easy nowadays to make to record videos. You can get the scope cam, the run cam stuff, and it's so easy.
It was way harder before. Like I had to build my own scope cam mount out of toilet paper rolls and stuff.
Yeah, man, like your fucking scope cam design. Like when I first saw that shit, I was like, "What the fuck? How did he make that shit?" And I tried it myself. I tried to get like the camcorder because like eventually, you know, it is better quality footage out of a camcorder. That's just fact. So I tried it, but I just could not get that thing to properly stay on there. And then because I like to like put my cameras on my scope and just not worry about it for the rest of the day. You know, I just never want to think about it, just so I can just completely focus on the game. But like when I tried this with a camcorder, the thing would like fucking wiggle left, right, up, down, everything. Like it was horrible. So good job on your home engineering.
You don't know how much footage I lose actually through this thing. So. Okay, so I have Airsoft Sniper typed into my search section. I think it's like there's one 13 hours ago, one is 14 hours ago.
I see. Yeah, I mean, this was uploaded like by a channel called Novritsch.
What?
Who?
It's a channel called Novritsch.
Oh, Novritsch. Yeah, there you go. But it's an unboxing. I would say it's at least 5 Airsoft Sniper gameplays a day. That's being uploaded.
Yeah.
And with Airsoft Sniper gameplay, I mean at least a zoom cam on the cam.
Yeah.
That's like minimum 2.
Yeah.
So that you can call it a... Like this guy, 40, he's called Sniper and then some Chinese signs or Japanese signs. Maybe Chinese, maybe Taiwanese guy.
Oh, I see those one, yeah.
64 subscribers, he has a proper camcorder on his...
Damn, dude.
On his gun,
oh,
Open Hero 5. Yeah. That's proper content. It's like the intro is way fancier than... I don't even have a proper intro.
I don't think you need intro to be a good fucking YouTuber, though.
Yeah, that's true. Just some presets.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's the days where it's easy to become big as an Airsoft YouTuber, especially as a sniper. I mean, you did it somehow, Salo, but I think they're pretty much over. I don't know how you did it.
I don't know how I did it either. Like, you know, back in the day, like before, or when I switched to Airsoft, like. I was looking at your videos and I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. How do you even make this like this cool? You know, I was a proper fanboy. Like, I never told you this shit, but I was a proper Novritsch fanboy. I've seen every fucking Novritsch video since from the start. But yeah, like holy shit, dude. It's taken off somehow, and I don't know what I did right, but it's something right. So thanks, YouTube.
I mean, you hit 1 million, right? Yesterday. Yeah. So that was your Christmas present.
Hell yeah!
That's a nice Christmas present.
That was great.
What did you do? You celebrated in any way?
What? Huh?
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's I didn't really do much. Like I don't really. Is it, the 24th is not Christmas in the Netherlands. It's only for like Germany, Austria, like pretty much every country around the Netherlands. But like in the Netherlands, it's 25th, 26th, the same as in England and same as America, I believe. But I don't know why that is. Anyway, like yeah, it was still a great Christmas present, but I didn't do anything special really. Thinking about more videos though, like to upgrade. I bought a drone actually, like a
really?
like a fucking camera drone. Yeah.
Which one?
The Mavic Pro.
Mavic?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I stopped using drones. So
why?
It's such a hassle.
But it's so much fun though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. That's true.
I don't know. I think
he does the drone stuff. You should use the racing drones for airsoft videos somehow. I don't know. Like,
we need to try that someday. Maybe on a milsim or I don't know. I mean,
yeah, we thought about doing like a video where we use drones as like a scouting device.
Yeah, exactly. A little small drone.
Yeah.
Or you just like somebody's playing. It's either Silo or me, and you just fly after us with the drone and get the sickest camera angles ever.
Yeah.
Like if we shoot the BB, you like fly with the BB.
yeah. Swamp Sniper did that. You've seen
it? Yeah, it was a normal drone.
Yeah. But
it was really cool, but you could
follow
do
the
it.
BB?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, he didn't follow the BB.
No.
I was like, okay.
No. It was After Effects, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He was just flying with the drone, and then he was After Effects some ball into the image, so it looked like the camera is traveling with the BB, which was
exactly.
Cool. Man, Swamp Sniper completely stopped making videos, like at least sniper videos. I'm really missing his content. He was one of the channels I enjoyed.
Yeah, but isn't he opening a new business somehow?
Yeah, he's
so maybe
maybe
he's super busy at the moment. So
yeah.
But he was also running the field. He was always busy, but still somehow he found time to. And he's one of those like superhumans that can do everything at once. Like he's a family father. He has 2 kids and a wife. He has to make happy. Then he's running a shop. He's running a field, and at the same time he's running a YouTube channel that pumps out super high quality videos every single week.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I couldn't do that. How?
No, holy shit.
That is a miracle.
Where does he get the time?
Huh?
Jesus, where does he get the time?
Maybe he doesn't sleep. I don't know.
Alright, so obviously you've been traveling a lot for Airsoft for a bunch of different reasons, right, Novritsch? What do you think is your like your craziest out of the country story? Like you lived in Europe most of your life. You go abroad and you see some crazy shit, right? What is the craziest shit you've seen?
Like Airsoft wise or
both?
Or
let's do both.
I mean, Airsoft wise, it was definitely Russia or even Hong Kong. So okay, let's split Russia, like the story from Russia and then the story from Hong Kong, and let's compare it. So Russia is hard to explain. Okay, first of all,
to me it looks like war.
Pyrotechniques that people don't really use their airsoft guns anymore in the airsoft games. Like all they do is shooting the tag rounds, they're shooting mortars, they're shooting hand grenades, because they can just shoot so much further. You know, if you see, I actually got today a tag in. Yesterday I got a tag in grenade launcher.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've seen your Instagram story.
Yeah, you can see it on Snapchat. You put that thing into the loading chamber, and you can shoot the grenade like 150 meters. Pretty damn accurate. This thing is literally more accurate than any airsoft sniper. And when it hits, it's exploding, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And people in Russia use this all the time.
Then you can shoot people with this?
Yeah, you can shoot people. It's kind of like a firecracker. I mean, if it blows up in your face, I'm sure you can't hear shit for the next few minutes, but it's not too bad. It's as I say, those small firecrackers you can buy at every toy store. They're allowed. You will have your ears ringing, but that's all.
Are they allowed in fields?
They're allowed in fields in Russia. I've seen them in America too at milsims. Mm-hmm. I've never seen them in Europe though.
I've actually seen them. Like if you watch my recent videos, there's like explosions going off.
Yeah,
those are tag rounds.
Oh yeah, in the Netherlands.
That's Belgium.
Oh.
Oh, Belgium.
Yeah, but like I don't know like what the rules are exactly in Belgium, but I'm pretty sure that they just don't give a fuck. It's just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
Like it's yeah. But yeah, it makes it really cool. Why don't you just like fucking bring those things and then put a scope on it and just snipe with it. Just use it as a sniper. If it's more accurate than your actual sniper.
A video is this thing. The problem is that the trajectory is ballistic, so it's very hard to record. You would have to,
Oh yeah.
aim after the projectile. It's possible, but it's not as easy as just airsoft sniping.
Yeah.
But that's Russia. That's you have the tag rounds, you have explosions going on everywhere. Then you have the real army was joining, so the Russian army, which blank fire everywhere. So it sounds like war. It smells like war. I guess it smells like war. I've never been to war, but that's how you imagine it. Then you have the tanks, which the ground is vibrating when it passes you. So there's a lot of immersion going on, even though the game itself doesn't have to do much with airsoft anymore. But the feeling you get and the vibe that's going on, it's really unique, I would say. And then there was Hong Kong, which is this futuristic-looking guys in their black umbrella, like in Resident Evil, looking furniture, like the clothes they're wearing. And then they have their $3,000 upgraded HICAPers, which are pink and green and yellow and everything. And they're shooting with their laser tracer pistols inside. Hong Kong is like a super packed city. So the ground floor is super expensive because shops and restaurants want them. So the airsoft fields are not on ground zero. They're like in the 91st floor somewhere inside the skyscraper.
Yeah.
While you're playing with those futuristic-looking people with their futuristic-looking guns, you have, like the Hong Kong skyline when you look out of the window.
What
so
the fuck?
That was very different to Russia. That was probably the biggest contrast.
Holy shit.
Russia to Hong Kong.
That's pretty insane. That sounds really cool,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
God damn. We gotta do some more traveling, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know you hate traveling by now,
Yeah, I started to hate traveling, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine though, like, I mean, traveling on its own, like, you have to, like, get a bunch of shit together and you have to keep that shit with you and not lose it and not break it, etc. whilst you're traveling. But now you need to add airsoft gear to that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, airsoft gear makes traveling just a nightmare. Especially airsoft sniping because, if you're playing with an HE, you just go there and borrow a random HE, right? It will still perform good enough, but finding good snipers on fields back then was almost impossible. Like, they were so... That's one of the reasons actually why I connected with Fabi so well, because he had a good upgraded sniper rifle, which was so rare to find, and I could tech talk with him, which I really enjoyed back then. But that's why, I always had to bring my own VSR when I was traveling.
Yeah.
It just makes it difficult.
Yeah.
And not that enjoyable. I mean, once you're there and once you're at the field, it's enjoyable, but the process to get there is just a pain in the ass.
Is it so hard to travel with guns, actually?
Yeah, first of all, it's the weight. Like, you're carrying it, it's putting it into the hotel, it's just a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's true.
And then some airlines, even though it's allowed, that you travel with the gun, they just, it's always a nightmare. Like, they open their eyes if you're, they look at you like you're a terrorist, they call the TSA, then it takes forever, maybe you miss your flight, which happened to me in America. So it's, and then when you arrive at the country, sometimes they don't give the gun to you because they think it's not legal in the country.
Oh god.
It's just, if you travel just with a backpack and you don't even have check-in luggage, that's traveling I enjoy, but traveling with guns, it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah.
But that's the price you pay for going to cool games, I guess.
Yeah.
We should do it anyways. We should go to Burger this year and Sport War 2.
That'd be cool.
Close.
Yeah,
it's fun,
I would love
definitely.
to do that, yeah.
Yeah. For sure, at least Border War. But
Yes,
when's
Border
Burger
War's
is like
just
near
around the
August,
corner.
right?
I think so, July. Some
Yeah,
I think in the summer when
at the same time as the Croatia island singing happens.
I'd rather go to Burger then, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the island is, it's so hard to go there. It takes forever.
Yeah.
It's more about the island, it's not so much about the Airsoft game.
Yeah.
But Burger, it's about the Airsoft game. It's,
Yeah.
I think 3 days straight, it's really long.
We thought about actually going to Croatia in the summer, like with a bunch of friends. Just invite a bunch of friends, get a motorhome or a couple of motorhomes in Croatia, and like just stay there for 2 weeks and chill, do whatever the hell we want. That would be pretty cool, and maybe like combine it with airsoft somehow if there's fields around. But I don't know.
I think there's a lot of. I think the Airsoft community in like the eastern countries in Europe is bigger than the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
At
we
least
should
that's
definitely
what,
do
what
it.
I'm
Like,
experiencing when I'm going to Slovakia and
yeah.
Republic.
Then we should definitely go there and like at least bring some of our cars, so we have cars
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That'll be fucking great. Airsoft holiday.
How is it with your car, by the way?
My car.
Like, did anybody assault your car again?
No. Okay, people don't know this, but okay, so I drive a black BMW, it's an older BMW, and I parked it like it's like a couple of houses away, and some dude that got like really mad in the night after I parked my car coming back from Airsoft, and he just scratched all over. It's like three big key marks all around the car, on the hood, on the left side, on the right side, on the back. It was fucking nasty. I don't even know why. Like, why is parked there? Why would you do that?
Maybe you shot him in the face.
Yeah, maybe some guy got mad at me with Airsoft. I don't think so though. But
So,
I don't know
was
why.
your car the only car that you got
Yeah.
affected?
It was like a fucking row of cars,
Oh,
like
shit.
5 in a row, and only mine gets scratched the fuck. And it's like, why? I have no idea. But yeah, my car's fine. I fixed it myself somewhat, but I'm not gonna like put money into it or something. Like, it's an older car.
How did you fix it? Did you do a paint job? Did you make it like
No, like you have like
with
those
leaves and shit?
Yeah. I put some vegetables on it.
Fuck you, man.
I like I like how he knows what I'm talking about too. Oh yeah, yeah. You can see how much a fucking stupid ass Novritsch fan I used to be.
Yeah,
Even though that video. There you go.
for those of you who don't understand the context, I did a how to paint an airsoft gun video, and I for some reason call it vegetables back then, like the stuff that I put onto the rifle.
Put some fucking broccoli on your gun.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, but like it's like when the car gets scratched, you can obviously if it's down to bare metal, the bare metal is gonna rust. So what you do to seal it in to stop that from happening, like you can't get rid of a scratch without repainting it and making it all flush again. But what you can do is like get one of those clear lacquer pens and you just fill it in so it doesn't rust at least. So like the bare metal is covered. How do we get on that subject anyway?
Well, I don't know, it
Croatian
just popped
cars.
into my mind.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, Croatia and cars. Yeah.
But back to Burger, is it at the time when there's always sun? Also
Yes,
at the night?
yes. It's not really getting dark,
Okay.
which
That's some crazy shit.
is good and bad at the same time, because on the one hand you can play forever,
Oh god.
but then you're always tired. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like
are
it or
they
if I dislike
playing
it.
then? In the night?
Yeah, the night games are basically
Day
they're
games.
not really
games.
night games. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
day games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I hate night games anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there something cool about it, but it's just fucking hard to get footage out of that shit? But like,
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
you
footage.
get, when I'm going to an airsoft game, I usually stop playing and recording around like 2 or 3 p.m. because I know every bit of footage that I get after that is gonna be shit. Because I'm slow and everybody else is slow. You know what I mean? Did you guys do that too?
I
No.
think you should
No.
you should do it like mag. Okay, first of all, it depends on how many games, like how many days I'm playing in a row. If I'm only playing one day, I usually play as long as it's possible. But if it's 3 days in a row, I just don't have the energy anymore. Man, I'm getting old. On day number 3, I'm just walking like Swamp Sniper or Brain Exploder. Just walking, not running.
Okay.
I think Magnus does it in a smart way. He always arrives at maybe 3 hours after everybody started. So when everybody starts to get tired, Magnus is like on adrenaline. He still keeps going and he's killing everybody because he still has the energy. He's still fast, while everybody else just.
So he plays slow in the morning.
No, he just
Or-
comes later. He just comes later.
Oh, he just
Yeah.
comes later. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
so
When-
first
when
of
we-
all, he skips the safety briefing, which is really smart because nobody
Yeah.
wants to hear it anyways. But if you're not there, everybody's pissed at you because you're not listening to it. So
Yeah.
he skips that part, which is really smart. And
Yeah,
then,
that's true. I mean,
like, Yeah.
You can also skip the lunch
Yes, yes.
and just drink Red Bull and be have more energy after the lunch and when everybody's tired.
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like when you get that footage when everybody's just slow as fuck, people are gonna be in the comments like, "Why is everybody just walking around?" Or when you're slow, it's just like, "Why are you just walking around? Why don't you fucking try running around an entire day, you little fucking cunt?" in the comment.
Yeah, that's true, but you can get way cooler footage sometimes when people are slow, because you can get those get behind the enemies and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, people get slow in the head as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, no, I believe you. Call them slow fucks.
Yeah. So if I want to try something crazy, I always try it in the afternoon, because it's way easier to do it.
Yeah.
Like the knife kills and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That like happened pretty easily actually when I tried my like the karambit knife thing. Like I was waiting for the afternoon, and there's like a bit of like really thick bushes, and I'll like every time like it's technically like enemy territory because it's right next to their spawn basically. But I could get in there super easily, and as once you get in there, you're not gonna see anybody in there. So I just waited in a bush, waiting for somebody to walk by and just fucking knife him. Super easy.
I think that's one of the advantages I like about having a little bit longer rifle. You can sit in the bushes and then you just stick your barrels through the bush, so you make sure you don't hit the branches. So unfair. Like the bush completely covers you up, and you still see pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I still think about like moving my scope cam like off the scope, but I kind of like it on the scope too. It gives a different perspective. Yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of handy because you always see if it's recording.
Well, like when it's on the scope.
Yeah, but sometimes you get those shots where you stick the barrel through a little hole.
Yeah.
And then you don't get the footage.
Yeah.
Because the scope cam is filming shit.
Yeah. But I always look at that though. Like when I do that, I'm like, oh, I need to get this fucking shot. Because I had that one moment where I took out a fucking whole squad like coming in with a truck, and my fucking camera was like filming a plank.
Yeah.
It was it was like one of the first videos that I did with the SSG as well. It's like, fuck, dude. That sucked.
Did you get them 40 by the way already? You got it already, right?
Yeah, I told you on the fucking phone, you asshole.
Oh, yeah, true.
Jesus Christ.
I sent a bunch of them. I just sent a bunch of them.
Alright, fair enough. What do you have written down, Fabi? You got some other stuff, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Give us the hard-hitting questions.
Oh, yeah, they're not hard. Let's go. Let's go to the bushes. Do you think? What do you think about camouflaging in Airsoft? Do you think it's important or?
Yeah, I think it is. I noticed this when, like, I always thought camouflage was way overrated. People were like fucking putting so much effort into the camouflage. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, just put on some like green shit and it'll be fine. But like I've like come to realize or noticed that like when I did my double-barreled pistol thing gameplay, it was kind of snowy, and I had my snow camo on, but it was completely white, and it wasn't white enough outside just to like hide me, right? So I just I stuck out like a sore thumb on the entire field, because there was another dude next to me, also playing sniper, and he had like a white hat on, and I looked back. I was sitting in a bush. I looked back and I saw him from like a fucking mile away, and I was like, holy shit, that's what I look like. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And like people could see me so easily. Normally I sit still in a bush and somebody comes around the corner and they just don't see me because I just sit still and I kind of blend in, you know what I mean? But this time it was like they just snap onto my face. Like, holy shit, okay, let's get rid of all this stuff.
But this still includes your, still fits your basic concept of just camouflaged well enough. Obviously, if you wear something white in a green environment, that doesn't work, but like what you said in the beginning, that's what I totally agree on. If you're not, somebody who is looking for the perfect spot and who's lying there the entire day, if you're moving a lot like we do, I think basic camouflage is really all you need.
I think so too. It's like a trade-off, you know, like you could be completely camouflaged and like it would work really well, but it also slow you down and things would get snagged on everything, and
I think
that's the sort of shit we're not after, you know, because we want that high octane shit.
Yeah, it's not just that it slows you down, but you have to slow yourself down in order to make it effective. You know, if you're running around with a ghillie suit like we do, what's the point?
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, it depends on the field too, I think.
Yeah, true.
I mean, at the urban area, you can't do that. It makes no sense because all the games are so fast-paced. But back when we played in Hungary, I think it made more sense to have the ghillie suits on.
Yeah.
But even there, I think the bushes were so sick. Of course, like when you wear a ghillie suit and you get into situations where people don't see you, you always think, "Oh, that's because I'm wearing a ghillie suit."
Yeah, I mean,
but really, it's because you were inside like 10 meters inside the sickest bushes ever.
Yeah, but
you were a fucking white dress and nobody could see you.
Yeah, but do you remember when we were sitting in the bush next to the street and these 5 guys were walking by? Where this one guy was staring right in my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't see us.
But do you think that's because of the ghillie suit?
It helps a little bit.
Do you think that was because of the ghillie suit? Like, have you had that sort of moment without a ghillie suit and just regular camo?
Yeah. One time, actually.
I don't believe it until you have the situation, and then in the moment when he looks at you, you have to throw the ghillie suit away, and then if he recognizes you, I'm gonna believe it. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I had the same situation without a ghillie suit. Like people just standing next to me, looking at me, and they don't see me just because I'm sitting still with sort of green stuff on.
Yeah.
Also, I was right next to you, Fabi, and I wasn't. Okay, I was wearing a 3D ghillie, but 3D ghillies don't do as much, I guess. He also couldn't see me. And I was wearing multicam in a completely green environment, which makes no sense. He still couldn't see me.
Yeah. But we need that multicam stuff for Border War, right? Because that's
yeah. It depends on which fraction you're playing on.
We're gonna be playing on the like broadcast for the people listening. I mean, Border War is literally a border war. It's Austria versus Hungary, correct?
Oh, that's not true.
No.
It's called Border War because that's how the scenario, how the story is built. It's kind of like task force on the border versus the insurgents.
It's on the border, right?
And it's not necessarily. I mean, Europe is full of borders, but no, it's not exactly on the border.
No, I've been told this.
No, but
okay, yeah.
But there's a street going through the entire field, and this is the official, like not the official, the in-game border.
Okay,
so I guess that's another reason why they call it. It's kind of funny because you're not allowed to cross the street looking like a soldier because there's so many civil cars passing by. So you have to.
Fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. There is those crossover spots where only there you can cross over, but they're not doing it because it's better for the game, but because they have to. Otherwise, they get in problems with the police and shit. So you always have to go with a guy that's in a high visibility vest to get over the border. So if any civil guy sees you, that the game organizer is safe somehow. It's weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's at least that's how it was 2 years ago. I don't know, maybe they changed it.
Yeah. But we're looking for Border War because there's a helicopter there. Hell yeah.
But it's a gay helicopter. It's like one of those.
It's a helicopter.
It's like one of those wannabe helicopters.
As long as it flies, man, I'm good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool. I want to do a fucking chopper game. If I snipe somebody out of a chopper, like that'll be the happiest day of my life.
I think it's impossible.
Because you can
I think it's impossible too. Like the beam is gonna go.
It's getting blown down.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Yeah. But like I've seen videos of people like shooting airsoft guns out of a helicopter.
That's true, actually. And they fly pretty straight, the BBs.
Have you seen like footage from like the? Can you see the BBs in the videos?
I'm not sure. I know Chat did a video where he was shooting out of a helicopter, and he put some hit markers over the people. But I'm not sure if you really hit them. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
You know, it's always easy to put hit markers over people.
Yeah.
But if you actually hit them, I have no idea.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. I've written down some couple of topics here to talk about, some fun stuff. Let's see. Oh, this one like flows into the subject pretty well. So, obviously, you had military sniper training, right? In the Austrian army. What? Because a lot of people like compare it to real life. I get like a bunch of comments saying particularly on my grenade launcher videos somehow. They're saying like, "Oh, you should be in the army. You'll do great shit there." Like I'm like, I mean, this shit doesn't really carry over to the army at all. You know what I mean? But like from a guy who's seen both sides of the coin, what do you think? What helps your? How did your military sniper training help you in airsoft? And what things actually carry across to the game versus the real thing?
So the first issue is that the way I'm playing as an airsoft sniper is not the way that like a real sniper behaves. I guess there's people who have similar playstyles, you know, very slow and sneaky. Then I could imagine that there's some techniques, especially if you do milsim, that are going to help you. But when it comes to pickup games and fast-paced games like an urban area, like, I mean, except super basic gun manipulation, you know, put the buttstock against your shoulder, put the right hand, you know, finger long and all this kind of shit. I mean, obviously that's important that you know how to use a scope and shit, but that's really it. The problem with the military is that, you know, you always behave in a way that you don't get killed. That's like the number one priority. Don't get killed. If you enter a room, you always secure every single corner. If you move, you always take care of that you don't get seen. But you know, if you act like this in airsoft, it's probably going to work, but you just don't get the action that we guys are looking for. You know, if I stand at a door and I know there's 3 people inside the room and I know I'm gonna get killed, I step into the room anyways. Because I'd rather get killed inside the room and take 2 people with me than just waiting there for time passing by. Because respawn is just 3 minutes away, right? I can just go back and then kill the last guy. So I think that's what kinda makes it useless to use military tactics for airsoft. But if you do milsim, that's a completely different thing, because if you get killed in milsim, the respawn can be 2 or 3 hours away if you're really unlucky.
Right.
So then definitely, you know, in milsim you have to learn orientation. If you're super hardcore, you even have to learn survival, you know, if you don't go back to the base and sleep in the freaking, I don't know, somewhere. And then, you know, you're trying not to get killed, obviously, because you're gonna lose your teammates. You maybe will not be possible to find them again if they happen to not have radius or shit. So, yeah, for milsim, I guess some of the tactics translate, but for pickup games, it's pretty much useless. I think actually what the stuff you're learning at the military stops you from being effective in pickup games.
Right.
Because you always try to not get killed. But in reality, you should not try to get killed, but take the risk to get killed.
Right. There's more like those little kids with hoodies on and some fucking HPA power Polar Star thing. Those fucking tear through the field, killing everybody. And then here you are with your real sim tactics and shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have you
there was some... Huh?
Have you heard that on some field in the US, HPA guns are now banned?
I imagine, because you can shoot creep like a motherfucker those things.
Yeah, probably.
There's just people shooting with
fucking...
They turn off the FPS and hurt people.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the way to go for HPA guns. Because if you go to the Durham area, for example, they always chrono with joules and not FPS, so...
But it's also super easy just to turn up the FPS
I don't
in
think
the game.
it's only the fault of the players.
No, definitely not. I think they should chrono during the game as well sometimes. So just to like do, like, if somebody is suspecting somebody else of turning up their FPS during the game, they should just do like a quick test just to see if it actually does.
I guess that people just started to hate not really the HPA system itself, but since the players were abusing it so hard with rate of fire and joules and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's
people started to hate HPA players so much that the fields just decided to ban HPA guns, so that still HE players and pistol players and sniper players come to the field, because otherwise they're like, I don't want to go to this field anymore because I get smoked by a 60 round per second Polar Star every time, which hurts like a bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
When I was in America, in America the trends always started a little bit early, and then they go over to Europe usually. At least that's how it is in Airsoft. And when I was in America, Polar Star was really, really popular right then. Which it wasn't in Europe. And when I was in America, the people were really complaining about those people with hoodies and their Polar Star M4s. They hated them, and if they saw them on the field, they didn't want to play with them anymore. Yeah. And when I came back to Europe, like half a year later, kind of very similar thing happened also in the game area in Europe, where people just said, if they got hit and it hurt really, really hard, they always said, I'm sure it was an HBA player because they always tool creep, blah, 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 blah. So probably that's why they banned it.
Do you think like the role? Do you think the role of an airsoft sniper is way more effective than other roles currently? Right.
No,
now?
I actually think it's the least effective role.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes. It's just the most fun. It's the most fun role, I think. But effective wise, no, I don't think so.
Well, like, if you not just like looking at the urban area, because on the urban area, I would say maybe, but like on all fields, right? Overall.
I mean, if it's really, open areas like forests where there's not too many bushes, so that you don't always hit some quick. Yeah, probably sniping is as effective as a well upgraded HB gun or AHE. But did you have a big benefit? No, I wouldn't say so.
But like most fields are those forests though, because that's just the easiest way to start a field. If just fucking get a forest.
Yeah, but you always have to keep in mind that you shouldn't compare your sniper. Maybe you're comparing your sniper to a $100 AHE, but if you compare like a well upgraded sniper to a well upgraded AHE, the AHEs they don't shoot as far, but they come really, really close to that. And together with that, they're shooting 30 rounds per second. So even if the first BB doesn't hit, man, there's a shower of BB coming towards you. One of the BBs is gonna hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in a lot of situations it would be very difficult. It's it's also like when there's people on the field who have a lot of energy and are running all the time, because that's how you should play Assault, right? Because you want to close that gap between the sniper and the... And if they don't do that, which is a lot of the case on my field, they're too slow, or they don't want to do it because it's too much physical effort. I mean, it's super easy just to win then, you know what I mean? Because they don't ever close the gap. Well, on the urban areas, definitely is way different. You play way different.
Did you ever play with an HE? Like actively?
Yeah, I did.
Was it a good one?
It was upgraded fairly well, yeah. I sold it, but that was my first gun. It was like an upgraded M4 with Mad Bull parts and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It shot
because when I played, I think for 4 years sniper only, and then I used, I bought this HP M4. I don't know if you've seen the video, but it was the first time I used a full auto gun. Man, I
proper fanboy here.
Even though I didn't have any practice on assault rifles, man, I was killing it with this gun. Yeah. And I think if I would have practiced with this gun, I could get way more kills with a sniper rifle. But I just didn't enjoy it as much. I don't know. It's not as satisfying if you just smoke somebody with 20 rounds per second or 30 rounds per second. If you have that one BB, you see how it flies and then it hits him. It's just so satisfying.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like, I don't know, you have this handicap, but you still kill a ton of people. It's just more satisfying than having such an overpowered gun.
Obviously, we get a bunch of kills and we don't die as often as other players. Do you think it's because of like a lot of airsoft players, they don't really play too often, or it's a bunch of new players mostly on the field? That's why like we get a bit of an advantage over them?
I think first of all it's our equipment, then it's practice.
Yeah.
But it's definitely equipment. I mean, look, go to the field and take a random sniper rifle from a random person. Can't hit shit with this thing. And then you take the average AHE. Also, the average AHE is just, you shoot with it, the guy is using the wrong BBs. If he's unexperienced, he's using the wrong hop-up setting. He doesn't have a proper optic, or it's not adjusted properly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, the equipment and experience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
like
I don't think it's
when the first time I
only
picked
the
up
gun.
Yeah, because like there's also people who just picked up like a gun-looking device for the first time, and it's just is a disaster. You know what I mean? Like, you've obviously handled guns before you started playing, or have you actually? Was
Yes,
like
yes.
the airsoft gun like the first gun-looking device you picked up?
My dad had an air gun, and I was shooting with crossbows a lot, so I was kind of familiar with guns, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think like if people like a lot of people just like that's their first experience with something like that, and then mostly they're more focused on how the thing works rather than playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's so different when we see an enemy or when a guy that plays for, I don't know, maybe the fifth time airsoft, he kind of knows how to use the gun. You see an enemy and you bring up the gun, and when you look through your crosshairs, you already have the guy in your crosshairs pretty much centered, right? But for people who are so unexperienced, they have difficulties to, bring the bore into the direction of the enemy. They just don't have a feeling for it. It's not a piece
Yeah.
of their body. It's just this strange thing that they hold. It's kind of like when you use I don't know, if we would use a slingshot now, we couldn't hit shit properly,
Yeah.
because it's just, we're not used to it. And that's what I see a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are also struggling a lot with their combat gear, like getting the magazines out and finding all the stuff on their gear. Actually, like they're sitting behind some cover, trying to get their sidearm out, and
Yeah. That just made me think of like that flashback of course, like a Novritsch video where he was like looking at a guy with a G36 with a fucking massive scope, and he was just like opening every pouch. I'm like, oh my god, Jesus Christ, that was great.
Yeah.
You see this all the time. It's those guys that have a soft shell holster on their knee because it's so low.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And they have their magazine taped into the pistol because they always lose. They lost like their third magazine already because of the soft shell holster. And then they're wearing some Miltech vest for $20 with a million pouches where they only use one pouch for a bag of peepees because they're using HICAPs anyways. Yeah, those people are struggling. And then they're struggling with their goggles usually.
Yeah.
Which I'm still struggling with my goggles too. I haven't found
Really?
I know Fabi found it sometimes. They're still sometimes fogging.
Yeah, but
On your
they
you
were
have the
they were
Sky
fogging.
Airsoft ones, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went back to the what do I call it again? The iForce ones.
Pyramex?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
They're-
are good, but they
they're
scratch
great.
so easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, because I've read the manual first time, yeah. Just to figure out how to stop it from scratching, because that's the only flaw with it. And it's just like, if it's wet, it gets soft, and that's when it scratches easily. So I just, like, if there's something on it, I'll just leave it there. Wait till it's absolutely super dry, and then I'll just try to, like, carefully remove it, and then just how you keep it. But there's, like, for
It
people...
gets soft when it gets wet? Is it made
Yeah!
of
See?
sugar?
You need to fucking watch this fucking manual! You need to read a manual, man! That's what I mean.
Did you read the manual of the Sky Airsoft goggles?
No, yeah, I did. So it's just for the people at home, like, just listening to this. Okay, so we're talking about two different, like, goggles. The one that I use right now is the iForce Pyramex one, which has, like, a soft gel layer in the inside that scratches really easily, but also it stops it from fogging. And Novritsch is using the Sky Airsoft goggles right now, which are, what are they actually? Like, combat goggles, I guess you'd call them. And they're double layered, some, like, fancy shit.
Yeah,
But
they're
that's like
double
a-
layered so that they don't fog as fast. But the guy who is distributing them, and we love him. We really love him. All of us three had contact with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He has his, I think, 10 golden rules of using his goggles, and he keeps spamming them into our comments. Because I always mention, if I use new gear, I always tell people how to think about it, and I used the goggles, and I was like, they're one of the better goggles I used so far, but they're still fogging. And the guy was like spamming into all my social media platforms. Yes, because you didn't follow my 10 golden rules. But actually, I mean, props to him. Like, he's really standing behind his product, and probably, man, those 10 golden rules are really golden rules. Who knows? I've never followed them. I think
Have
it's something
you read them?
a little bit. You need, I think, dishwashing liquid, and then you have to spit under the goggle. I don't know. It's
But it's also
a
like
weird mix
keeping them. Yeah, it's like keeping them clean mostly.
Yes, yes.
having like a way for the air to escape at the top and blah 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 blah. It's like it's pretty standard stuff like across all goggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe they're golden this time. I don't know. I don't know, man. It seems pretty obvious.
I like
to
that
me,
he made a website. I think he made a domain just for his 10 golden rules so you can link them.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I mean, he is very dedicated, so you know,
Yes.
props to him for that.
Yes, props to him.
Yeah. All right, I wanted to ask this question, like for both of you guys. I mean, maybe a little bit less for Fabi. I don't know how much YouTube you watch, Fabi. You watch a lot of YouTube?
Yeah.
How many channels are you subscribed to on YouTube?
I think between 15 and 20, something like that. It's not too much actually, but
you watch a lot of it.
Yeah, like... I started to watch more the last year, I guess.
Yeah. Mostly like Silo Entertainment stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I guess it's like mostly. I mean, you're a YouTuber now too, right? So I'll just ask it. So if you could choose a YouTuber that's like your greatest inspiration, or one of the people that you got inspired by the most, who would it be?
Oh, whoa, that's really hard, actually.
You can't pick Novritsch because like that's pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch. I mean, I watch most of the stuff that I do for hobbies, like Airsoft and drones and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't watch those vlogging style YouTubers most of the time. But I think
Steel. Mr. Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And who's yours? I think
because
you like Casey Neistat, right? No. Or what did you want to say, Fabi? What did you want to say?
Oh no, nothing much.
Oh, okay. But you like Casey Neistat a lot, right? Novritsch?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's always the same. It's always the same shit. I mean, it's the problem with every YouTube channel, and I think even with ours, is it's always the same shit. A channel picks a topic, and then he sticks to the topic forever. But people change, so that that's what you can also see on bigger channels when they have big numbers. Usually their views go down by if their subscribers are old because people are changing.
Yeah.
So I used to watch a ton of. I used to watch the Casey Neistat at the beginning, but I don't do it anymore. Right now, I mean, you showed me David Dobrik, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Finally, a second fan.
So first,
I've been showing David Dobrik to everybody. Everyone's like, yeah, it's alright.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
I love it.
So first of all, David Dobrik is not just great for for his content, for being funny. He's always great for learning clickbait.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Like, clickbait.
Yes.
Man. He caps lock the shit out of those titles.
Hell yeah.
And then what I love about his channel is that he's so honest. He's not like all YouTubers are always kind of like, no, I'm not doing clickbait, blah blah. Everybody's bitching around. Like even I did this shit. When in reality, like we just want to clickbait the shit out of everything. That's the only thing that's working on YouTube right now.
Hell yeah!
Like quality content itself isn't gonna do much for you. You have to mix quality content with clickbait in order to get somewhere.
For sure.
Yeah, and he's just telling the truth. Like he's just calling the things by its names. He's not trying to hide anything, and that's what I.
You think it's funny when he clickbait stuff, and he even has like merchandise, like T-shirts and hoodies where it says clickbait on it.
Yeah, he makes it kind of like his topic. His theme. Yeah, it's
fucking
amazing.
great.
He does a great job. What about you, Salo? Now that I already mentioned David, is there anything
I can't
else
pick David anymore.
Now?
Fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, like at the start, obviously it was you because I switched my entire channel to a new freaking subject, right? But I mean, the YouTubers that I like the most right now are obviously David Dobrik because I showed Novritsch this shit, and what else? Let me just look at. I actually made a list of like my top YouTubers of this year. Let me just look at it real quick.
I've seen it.
Yeah, let me see. Where is it? Oh yeah.
It's Liza. There's Liza in it.
Yeah, it's
I
like
remember
David and
that
Liza's
one.
like this. It's the same thing almost. You know what I mean?
I don't
They're part of
think
the same
so,
group.
man. I think David is so like David's content is edited so much better than Liza's.
You think so?
I don't think so.
I think Liza's edits are way more intricate.
Okay, not edit. Okay, yeah, she puts more effort into the editing, but I don't know. I just don't like her style. I guess.
It's
Like
I
the
think
way
it's
she
more
makes-
because she's like catering towards girls, and we're not girls. I think
well,
it's that.
you're watching it.
I mean, no, because I mean more like Liza Koshy on David Dobrik's channel. That's funny, you know what I mean? But her
Yeah,
videos is more like it's not like fucking how to do your makeup. I don't give a shit on how to do that. No, it's but I think it's like that list. If you want to see it, that's on my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where I posted all that list. But it's a bunch of really great names on it. So I put like David Dobrik, Liza Koshy, Novritsch, Video Game Donkey, H3, Casey Neistat, iDubbbz, and MKBHD, which is like a tech reviewer. I really like my technology stuff as well.
You're
I'm pretty
doing
much a nerd.
Twitter? Are
Huh?
you doing Twitter? Are you doing Twitter?
Yeah, but like
Oh,
it's like
really?
I like
no fucking Airsoft is on Twitter. I think
it doesn't do shit. Twitter is
Yes.
completely useless, but I like it as a platform because I follow
Yeah.
other people on it, so I kind of just use it anyway. And there's a
Ah,
couple
okay.
of people on there, but it's so quick and easy to post their shit there, so I'll just do it anyway. Whatever.
Okay.
That's why I use it mainly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today. We have a bunch of more topics. I've got like a list here to talk about some cool stuff I want to ask you guys, but we're gonna save them for the next one. So thank you guys for listening. Thanks to my new co-host here for this brand new podcast, Mr. Sniper Buddy Fabi. Follow him on YouTube and all his other social media. Same with Novritsch. Follow him everywhere. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
You guys.